Hello and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel. Today in the review box we have a showcase, not so much a review. We have already reviewed the green version of this, but we have the PosterCars Aston Martin Valkyrie. So since this is a showcase, it'll be a little different than the typical review, but we're still going to go ahead and take a closer look at this and see if it is worth adding to your collection. So our casting and our details are mostly the same as they were on the previous version that we reviewed. So if you want a full review of the casting details and all that, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to that video up in the top right corner. And for the most part, we're going to kind of glance over that kind of stuff. We still have our plastic headlights up front. We have our little license plate holder there. The main body is mostly metal. This section here is a bit of plastic, and then the base is all plastic as well. And then we do get our taillights, a license plate holder there, and yeah, just a lot of details packed into the base. And it is, once again, that very light feeling that comes with being mostly plastic on the base regions. Again, we do have our calipers behind there. You can see the brake calipers shining through ever so slightly, so that is kind of a cool touch that this release gets, or I mean both releases got. But yeah, the full in-depth review up in the top right corner for the green version. That moves us into our paint and deco, which is where we're actually going to spend most of our time here, because that is what's actually got some difference. So we do have this nice clean silver paint, and I believe the release is actually just called silver, which looks really nice. It's very clean. Now for a car this wacky and wild, I usually prefer some like really wild colors. So that acid green that the last release got was my favorite. But if we look here at the Instagram likes of both posts, you guys can see clearly that the silver one was preferred a little bit over the green one, at least in my community on Instagram. So, you know, I can get it though. This definitely does still look very nice, and I think a lot of people don't like the flashy colors perhaps, especially with something like a neon green. So I totally get it. I do think that this works. We do get the kind of control arms here painted green on this one, which they were painted green on the last one as well, but they blended in with the rest of the car being green. So that little contrast that we've got this time around does look pretty good. I do like that look. And overall, that's the big differences we have. I mean, it is just a straight up recolor of the green release, and there's not much to say more than that. Just like the first release, we do roll, and we roll pretty smoothly. So no pros and cons, because we have already talked about the casting and everything like that, but I will go over some strengths of this recolor. And the biggest strength that I'm going to say is that these contrasting colors that we talked about in the control arms, those look good. The other big strength I would say is that this is more of a calm color. This silver is really more suited to people who don't so much love the flashy colors like I do, which apparently is quite a few people. But yeah, those are the biggest strengths that I would give to this particular release. It's definitely more of a calm looking version and not quite as crazy or wild. So even though it's not a full review, we'll still do some quick size comparisons. So here we have it next to the Hot Wheels Koenigsegg Jesko Attack and the Tarmac Works Pagani Zonda R. And here we have it next to the Mini GT Pagani Zonda F and the Tomica Ferrari SF90. So overall, my final thoughts. Just like the green one, I am still going to go ahead and give this one a 9.6 out of 10, because it does still have a few little hiccups and things that I think could be fixed. It does share all those little things with the green one. I do still prefer the green one. I think that bright neon green really fits the Valkyrie quite nicely. But as I showed in that little thing earlier with my Instagram, most people seem to prefer the silver one. So I don't blame anyone for preferring the silver one, because it does look absolutely fantastic. The lines are not hidden, and it just looks great. It is absolutely one you should pick up and add to your collection. Alrighty guys, that's all I have for this showcase. If you like these showcases over like a full review on cars we've already done before, go ahead and let me know down in the comments down below. Go ahead and like this video as well, and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video.